from wherever you feel it's necessary, okay, right?
Understanding.
Yeah, you can start to, go introduce yourself,
Yeah.
I'm so and so, okay? And I've
Okay.
been asked to relate something about my family and myself and
Yeah.
and how, with reference to
Yeah.
Harare, Zimbabwe.
You don't need addresses.
No. Oh, very informal,
Informal.
very informal.
Yeah. Well, this meeting is to bring some facts about Hindus in southern Rhodesia, as it was then called. And whatever I know, I'll put it before you. My name is Jashbhai. My father's name is Babulal B Patel. Now, first of all, let me start how my father came to this country. From India, he left India in 1890.
Beginning of the year, end of the year.
End of the year.
End of the year, yeah. And he came alone.
Alone. He left India without knowing anybody
Where he was heading.
where he was heading. One person from our town, Dharmaj, my hometown, his name was Bulabai Natali, because he came from Natal. I mean, he went to Natal.
Okay.
And my father kept on saying to my grand auntie, who brought them up, because my grandmother died very young. I mean, my father and them were very young, and she died. So my grand auntie brought them up. And he said, look, I want to go to Natal. So he said, but what are we going to send you with? He said, do what you like, but I want to go. He had one brother and one sister, my father. So he decided to come. He left India in a steamer, BIS and Company, British India Steam Navigation Company. And he headed towards...
Was that Natalji with him? The other?
No.
He came alone.
With anybody.
Nobody.
Nobody.
Okay.
Yeah. Then he came to all the ports, Dar es Salaam, and all the ports, and then he came to Beira. Now in Beira, the steamer was supposed to anchor for about a week, because it was cargo and passenger ships combined.
Okay.
So that's why the steamer used to, from Bombay to Mombasa, from Bombay to Beira, it used to take 17 days in those days. You know?
On the coast.
Yeah. And he landed there. Now there is a firm, and there is still in Beira, a firm called Damodar Anandji.
Yes, I heard of it, yes.
And Damodar Anandji's instruction from India was that anyone who goes to our firm, known or unknown, he must be fed and shelter given to him.
Okay.
You know? So my father went to town as he landed, taken a pass from the boat to go down. He said, yeah, go to Damodar Anandji. And he went there. And there, he came to meet Bimja Naik. He had gone, he was there, but he had already come to Rhodesia. But he had connections, because as he came with the Rhodesia Railways advancing, because built from that end.
So your dad met Bimja Naik for the first time in Beira?
In Beira.
Okay.
Without knowing each other.
Okay.
There were no relation, nothing at all.
And that's when they decided to head towards...
No, Bimja Naik was already
okay.
Yeah. The railways were built up to Trali and beyond,
Okay.
already.
Okay.
But he met him there. And he asked, when you are putting up together, because Bimji also was putting up there.
And Damodar.
Yeah. But at Bimji, he had a VIP treatment, because he was on the set line,
Oh, okay.
because he had his own shop and all that. So, and he had a branch in Villa Peri,
Okay, that's
which
what
is now something,
Yes.
yeah, and then Villa de Manica, which is Masikes, it was in those days. He had branches there,
Okay.
and he was advancing this side. with the railway.
Okay.
He went right up to Zambia.
Really, yeah?
Yeah, in those days.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then?
So he met my father, talking to him, he liked my father. He said, this is a good man, if I can take him.
Yeah.
So he asked my father,
You keen on coming?
he said, look, do you want to come to Southern Rhodesia? So he said, where is it? I don't know. You know. So he said, look, I'll take you there. But what are your qualifications? English. In those days on the border, they used to take your test
Okay.
in English.
Okay.
Now that was the biggest snack.
Okay.
So he said, how far have you educated? My father was well dressed. I have that picture also.
Okay.
I'll tell you that later on, why that picture, how it was destroyed.
Okay.
Bow tie, nice suit and
Okay.
all that, you know. So he said, now what are we going to do? How can I take you there? So all right, can you sign? He said, yes. So he signed his name. Now one thing with my father was that until his last, his handwriting was excellent.
Okay.
Yeah. And he used to write in longhand,
Okay.
not in like old in those days, you know, longhand and beautiful handwriting. So he signed the paper. He said, look, Babala, I'll leave you for a month. And in those days, the application was not done on forms. They used to give you blank paper. And so write your application, why you want to come to Southern Rhodesia.
This was all done at the border.
Under Tally Station,
Okay.
there was an immigration office, you know. So my father made the signature and said, yeah, this is wonderful. Now he wrote the application for him. Imjan. He said, now like Gita Path, try and copy this every day.
Okay. Word to word or letter to letter.
Word to word, letter to letter. You won't understand a word of it,
Yeah.
but do that. You know?
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Interesting.
So he did that. After a month, my father used to tell me that like, you know, every day, 6, 7 times, I used to copy that.
So this wine is in Baira.
He left him there. He told the big fellow, the manager there, that look, give him paper, holder, ink and everything, you know,
In practice.
and let him practice. He says, all right. Bimji came, he said, right, let's see, write your application. He wrote, it's a bubble of excellence. Let me take you now. So he said, look, I'll go by today's train, you come tomorrow's train.
Okay.
So we don't want to let
See,
him know that
yeah.
I brought you here.
Right.
So they both went. My father arrived on Namtali station. Bimji Kaka was few minutes late. So he started crying.
What was your father's age at that time? Must have been-
Oh, wait a minute. Did I say my father came here 1890?
Yeah, 1890.
No, I'm sorry. 1907.
Oh, 1907.
Bimji came here 1890.
1890. Okay,
Yeah.
so he came.
And I think
19
my father was, if I'm not mistaken,
When was he born? You can work backwards. He mustn't born 18 something.
no, he was born in 1890 something. He was 17 or 18 years
Okay,
old.
well, he must have been 1890
17
because
or 18,
1907, so
Yeah.
17 years.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
So, yeah, that's right. So
This came to the border.
came to the border.
Kishore, one will just stop it there.